Hello everybody, welcome in to Watch Me Wednesday episode number 13. Today is going to be a fun day. We're going to have a little bit of a giveaway and I'm going to show you how to put that spinning wheels block into a pop-up too. So I want to welcome you all back in, but first thing that I want to address is over the past week or two, I should say, there has been a lot of tragedy in this nation as far as from the hurricanes Harvey and Irma. And I really wanted to speak to all of you because I know so many of you in those areas that were affected, and it weighed pretty heavy on my mind. I've touched base with a lot of my friends that live in the Houston area and in Florida area, and thank goodness everybody's safe and sound. Some parts have been pretty devastated, but I really wanted to talk to you about that, and if it's something that you're so inclined to do to help out a relief effort for Florida or for Houston, Texas, please make sure you're giving to a legitimate charity. Make sure that where you're giving is legitimate, because we want to make sure that we help these people. I'm sure you've seen it all over the news. But anyway, my thoughts have been with my friends and all those people that are in those affected areas. And as I said, I've messaged them, spoken with them, and thank goodness my friends are all well and good. So if you're so inclined, remember, donate if you can, but to a legitimate cause. So anyway, today we are going to have a giveaway. Remember last week I said I made this pop-up, you know, the little squishy pop-up from the Fat Quarter Gypsy, for those of you who are familiar with the pop-ups. This guy is the medium one. This is a really cool one to put your trimmings on. But I did the whole quilt along series making this spinning wheels block from my pattern, spinning wheels. So I don't know if you've noticed, I've been posting, a lot of people have been posting their blocks that they've made, and I can't believe some of the creations are beautiful. Actually, all of them are. I don't know what I mean. Some. The colorways are fabulous. And actually, Diane Durr posted today, she made the entire quilt already. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go back and look. I posted a picture of her entire quilt. And she made it in some of her favorite colors, combined with K-Facet fabrics. So I'm going to show you today what you need to make the pop-up with your spinning wheels block. And if you haven't gone over to see the Fat Quarter Gypsy's Facebook page or her website, definitely get over there and send her a little thank you. Tell her that I sent you. She's going to be giving away. You guys are going to have to stick with me to the end of the video to find out how to enter for the video. She's going to be giving away 2 of these patterns. So it's for the pattern, shows you how to do all the different sizes of the pop-ups. And she's going to give away 2 of the medium pop-up rings so that you can make this size with your spinning wheels block if you so desire. I'm also going to be throwing in 2 of my spinning wheels patterns as well, 1 for each of the recipients of the giveaway. So I want to make sure that you stick with me, because I'm going to give you specific instructions on how to enter for the giveaway. But I need you to hit that share button so that others can get involved in on the giveaway, and they can know about the quilt along too and learn a little bit about the paper piecing. And I still want to see some of your blocks, your completed blocks. So please post them or email them or message them to me. If you haven't been able to post them, I've been posting them because I've gotten some via message, some via email. So definitely post them or get them to me, because I made an album up on the Facebook page. Okay, so let's get to what you need to do to make your pop-up out of the spinning wheels block. Remember, hit the share button so that we can share the love about the giveaway and how to make this pop-up in the spinning wheels blocks. Okay, and by the way, welcome in everybody. We're getting a lot of people in now, so welcome in. All right, I'm gonna lower the camera down so you can see what I'm doing in front of me, and you'll probably wanna replay the video afterwards, but I will also tell you that all the actual dimensions of what I'm gonna tell you to cut are in the pattern. So when you get the pattern, if you don't win it in the giveaway and you want to buy the pattern, definitely you can buy it from Jo. And thank you, Jo, for the generous giveaway. You can buy it from her, and all the instructions are in here, with the exception of the measurements I'm going to give you, because the measurements I'm going to give you were specific to making this. She shows you how to make it with just 2 fabrics, but I'm showing you how to inset your spinning wheels block. So you're going to need these specific measurements. You can get the pattern and then go ahead and watch my video again to get the specific measurements you'll need for the front of your pop-up. So go ahead, share this video, hit that share button, and let's take a look at what I've got here. Okay, so what I've got in front of me, let me just get it all mapped out here. So here's my block, okay? The block measures 8.5 inches unfinished, okay? But we need to make it just a little bit wider. So if you can see on my pop-up, I had to add a little bit here, and I had to add a little bit here because it folds over at the top and goes in, okay? So what you need to cut there to do that is you need 2 skinny 3¼ inch by 8.5 inches, which fit the block, okay? So that's your number, that's what you need. Can you see that? 2 3/4 inch by 8.5 inches. And those are gonna go at the top and bottom of your block. You're gonna sew those on, and then you're gonna press it to the little strip, okay? Then what you need for the sides, so you're gonna have to join fabric to each side of the block, okay? You're gonna you're gonna cut 2 9¼ by 9½ inch pieces of fabric, okay? So I have the 2 here. And let me hold that up a little closer. I wrote these down so that you can see. All right, 2 9½ by 9¼ inch blocks, okay? Those, once you've sewn these 2 little strips to your block, it'll be that 9½ inches that you need for these 2 blocks. Then you can go ahead and sew the 2 blocks to the spinning wheels blocks and press out towards here. Then you'll get the long strip that you need to make the whole front of this, okay? So I'm gonna set these aside and I'm gonna show you what else you need. And remember, all of these are in the instructions on the pattern, with the exception of these cutouts that you need to make for the pop out to fit your 8.5 inch block. Now, mind you, this will fit any 8.5 inch block. So if you have spare 8.5 inch blocks at home, sure, why not? Use them up. Make some fun pop-ups as gifts for your friends. Okay, so that's the front of the pop-up. Okay, everybody share the video, hit the share button, because we're going to be doing a giveaway in a little bit. All right, then you need to cut out 2 8.5 inch circles, okay? One for the outside. You saw my outside was the pink I chose, and then one for the inside. So that would be the inside of your pop-up. Now, how do you cut out these circles, you ask? Well, when you get the pop-up rings, she gives you a template on here to use to cut out your circle. So that's exactly how I did mine. And I keep my template in with my pattern. So all I did was I just put it right in there. So you can see it's all cut out, and I just placed it on the fold as she says and get my 8.5-inch circles. Now, if you want to use if you have a ruler that you use to cut out circles, you can do that as well, but it has to be 8.5-inch circles, okay? So you need 2 of those, okay? Next up, this is for the inside, okay? You need another strip. Now, this strip will match the length and width of what I just told you with your outside, your block and the 2 sides. This will match. So you just need to cut one 9.5-inch by 26.5-inch piece of fabric. And that's for the inside of your pop-up. That's the inside, okay? Then you will also need to cut this little guy. This is just a little, it's going to be like a little loop that you put on the inside. It's a 1.5-inch by 4-inch rectangle. You need one of those. And then you need one of these long strips, okay? This is a 1.5-inch strip. Sorry guys that the feed got interrupted by a robocall. I am so sorry about that. So we're back. Anyway, you need one long strip, 1.5-inch by your width of fabric. And that is going to make your ties. And the ties are so that when you squish this down to go ahead and transport it somewhere, you can go ahead and tie this down so you can transport it. You can take it to retreats, okay? So that keeps it all, you can tie it in a nice little bow. I'm not gonna do that right now because I gotta pop it back up. But that's what the long strip is for, okay? And then it just pops right on up, okay? So those are the components that you will need to make this wonderful pop-up, all right? So this was the insides, okay, as well as the circle. One of the circles, okay, is the inside. And then you need, for the outside, you need the other circle. I'm just reviewing what we went over. And then you need your block, your 8.5-inch block, your 2 3/4-inch by 8.5-inch strips, and your 2 9.25 by 9.5 inches, which will make this long piece, okay? This will all, they will match. The inside and the outsides will match, okay? So when you get them together, okay? So I'm hoping that you'll all want to make these pop-ups. I'm going to tilt this back up towards me so you can see me. We're going to talk a little bit about the pop-ups. Definitely hit that share button because I want everybody to know how they can make the cute little pop-up. And I love it actually. And you know what? There are different sizes. She even has a mini one. And the coolest thing about the mini, if you want to hang on a second, I didn't put those props here, but I'm going to go grab them. I'm coming right back to you. All right. So here's the little mini I was just talking about. See that mini? This little mini, Joe posted, and I think it's a fabulous idea. This would fit in your cup holder in your car. So say you're traveling and you're doing handwork while somebody else is driving. You can use this to put your threads and your little scraps that you're snipping off. Just set it in your cup holder, and you'd have a little trash can in there. I think it's fantastic. So that's the little mini. So it comes in that size. Then the small pop-up, okay? So this one you can do with a fat quarter, I believe, okay? And this one is the one that we've been talking about, the mini, which is the one that Joe is going to be giving away. She's going to give away 2 of those along with the patterns. And then you can do the large ones, okay? The large ones make great waste cans for your studio. And in fact, I was just in Vera Bradley this weekend, and they had, believe it or not, like this size, a similar type deal, pop-ups, all smushed down, like, you know, like I was showing you before, for sale. And I said, wow, I know how to make those. I don't need to buy an expensive Vera Bradley. So Joe has all these different sizes so that you can make it, and all those sizes come in this pattern, okay? So I want to tell you one more thing again before I go over the giveaway, okay? And I know today is a kind of a short little tutorial, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to remind you, please, to definitely send me the pictures of your spinning wheels blocks, because I've been enjoying posting these, and I really, really want to see them all. And if you haven't seen the album that I've posted, please go back and look, okay? So I want to talk about, for those of you who are just joining me now, I talked about in the very beginning of the video all the tragedy that has happened in Florida and in Houston, as a lot of my friends in those areas have been devastated, but are okay. I'm happy to report. But we all know that there's going to be a lot going on to rebuild. So I just want to say, from my heart, please, if you want to donate to any charities that are out there, please make sure that you donate to one of the charities for those relief funds for Hurricane Irma and Harvey. But make sure it's legitimate. Don't donate to a charity that is not legitimate, because there are going to be people that will take advantage of you, and I don't want that to happen. I would rather your hard-earned money go to those people who are in need of it at this time. So if you choose to, please do that. Donate to a legitimate charity. Anyway, so stick with me. I'm so glad you guys are all still here. Hit that share button now, because I'm going to tell you about that giveaway. If you haven't shared it, share now. So, all right. Again, the giveaway is 2 of these patterns, 2 of the rings that make this pop-up, and I'm going to throw in 2 of my patterns. So each winner is going to get a set like that, okay? So here's what you need to do to enter the giveaway. First, I want you to head on over, and I'm going to put the links in, when I post this back up, the links will be there so you can go. Head on over and like Joe's Facebook page. She's the Fat Quarter Gypsy LLC, and I'll put that link in there. Go ahead, like her page, and tell her I sent you. Just put a comment there, post on her wall, say, Jackie says hi. So that I want you to do. But then I want you to put, in order to be entered into this giveaway, you need to write a comment on this post on my business page where you are right now, okay? Not, because I will repost it. I'll repost it on my personal page and on YouTube and on my blog. Don't post on any of those places. You need to post on my Canton Village Quiltworks Facebook business page. Put a comment in saying how you're going to make your mini. Are you going to use the spinning wheels block? Are you going to use another block that maybe you have in your stash that you've made up? Are you going to get a different size pop-up to make? Are you going to keep it? Are you going to give it as a gift? I'd love to know. And I know Joe would love to know how you're going to use her creations. So make sure you comment. Now, the giveaway is going to remain open until Friday midnight Mountain Standard Time. Standard Time. Arizona doesn't change. Remember, we don't change ever during the year. So those of you who go ahead, spring ahead. We don't. And for those of you, when you go back, we don't. We stay the same. So anyway, it's going to stay open till Friday night, midnight, Mountain Standard Time, and Saturday morning, I will draw 2 winners and I will post it on my Facebook page and I will message you so that we can get your snail mail address and Joe can ship out the patterns and the pop-up rings to you and I can ship out my patterns to you. So definitely share the love, hit the share button. Oh, and there's one more critical thing you need to know when I was telling you about the pop-ups and how to put it together. When you get your pop-up rings, if you see here, there's a little black tape and there's a little black tape here, and she tells you in the instructions, so definitely don't ignore this. Do not cut those pieces of tape until she tells you to in the instructions, okay? It's really, really important not to do that. So make sure you do that. Or don't do that, I should say. Anyway, thank you so much for coming in. Remember, make the comments here, press the share button, share the love, and go ahead and like Joe's Facebook page, and I will draw the winners, 2 winners Saturday morning. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I'm gonna have something cool coming up next week, so make sure you join me next Watch Me Wednesday. It's gonna be episode number 14. Take care, everyone. Thanks for popping in and have a great week. Bye-bye.